I think that whenever I get into that car, I'm not going to be thinking about what I'm going to be doing after high school. I'm going to be thinking about all the different things that I've gone through and every single moment that's led up to this day. Because the senior assembly is basically, you're celebrating all of your accomplishments that you've made throughout all your 4 years in high school, and I'm going to be thinking back on those accomplishments and all of the friends that I've made, and I feel like it's not going to be sad at first. I probably will be crying at the end, but I feel like at first I'm going to be relieved and proud of myself and all of my friends for making it this far, and because this is a huge accomplishment. A lot of people can't say that they've made it this far, and I think that every single person sitting in all of those seats in front of everyone at the senior assembly, they've all accomplished something and they've made it this far, and that's what people need to be thinking about today. This is not what you want to be thinking about on your last day. You don't want to be thinking about, what am I going to do next? What am I going to be doing with my life after this? Right now, you want to be thinking about all of the different things that you've done to lead up to the point where you're at now, and just patting yourself on the back, because that's the biggest accomplishment that you can say so far in your life, is that you've made it through high school.
I know when I wake up, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to just get up, look at my mama and say, I'm about to graduate, almost there, last day of school, and just a couple more weeks till then. But I know on the car ride there, I'm going to be with my brother. I'm going to miss him. He's a freshman, so he has to face the 3 years alone. Just scared for him, but also I'm going to be a little bit sad. I've made a lot of memories here at Blythewood in these halls. It's emotional, like feeling all of that, and I just feel like when I step through those doors, it won't be the same. I'll just remember the first day when I walked in as not a little kid, I was a little bit chubby, but it's always fun. But man, walking through those doors again and just feeling both relief and a little bit of stress going on in the real world, and it's exciting but also nerve-wracking.
Definitely gonna be tired, first of all, because it's early. Still not used to waking up that early, but also gonna be like nervous and excited, just like normal changes and stuff. But like most of these people I'm never gonna talk to again, and I'm like used to talking to them every day, but like we only talk in school, so it's kind of like the normal stuff that happens every day is like gonna be different. So I'm just gonna be thinking about like how my like daily routine here is gonna be like gone.
The other day I was listening to something, it was like a podcast type thing, and the guy says there's really not any difference in being excited and being scared. And I think that the closer I get to June 5th and May 18th, the more I realize that that's really, really true. And I'm excited to see what life after graduation brings, but it's also weird to think that this will be the last time that I ever see all these people that I've spent the last 4, 7, 18 years of my life with, all in the same place. And I'm excited to see what everybody does, because I really strongly believe that everyone here is going to do great things. And I look forward to seeing what that is and what the next chapter brings. Look forward to seeing what I get to do in my own life, but it's also weird to leave the place that's given you so much and where the people have invested in you so heavily.
I'm excited to go to college and meet new people, be around new surroundings. But the thing I'm most sad about is like leaving home, leaving my mom, leaving all my friends.
I'm nervous about being on my own. I'm a spoiled brat. I'm used to asking mommy for everything. And now I'm gonna be my own adult, and I have to worry about getting my own stuff dry cleaned and money. But I'm also excited about that independence. Like, I'm ready to get out. Like, I'm tired of being sheltered. I just want to do stuff my own way. And so I guess it's bittersweet, but yeah.
I'm very excited to graduate. That's one of the great things. I'm almost done with high school. 4 years paid off, so I'm happy about that. And I'm also excited about going on and living on my own and just going to new places and exploring things I never thought possible. Also nervous about leaving some of the friends I've made here, losing some of the communications I might have with them. And it's nerve-wracking not knowing what's out there. There's always something new out there that I won't know how to deal with, so it's just a little bit nervous for me.
Okay, I think I may trip when I go across the stage, getting my diploma. I'm nervous about that. But I'm excited again about getting out of my comfort zone and meeting new people when I go to college. I'm going to USC, so it's not too far, but there are a lot of people that are coming from all over the place to go to USC. So, yeah, I'm ready for that college experience, meeting people, staying away from people, all the good stuff.
I'm excited to get out of here, to be honest, and I'm excited to move on and like just go like to a college experience that. But I'm sad as well because like I thought a lot of people that I've met, I probably won't ever see them again and stuff like that. I don't know, it hits hard sometimes when I think about it. It's weird.
We have people here who first decide to value the individual and put value and put worth into what it is that they can bring to the collective whole. And because we have people who encourage people to be who they are and find their niche in whatever makes them feel important, we're able to build a strong unit. Once people figure out what it is individually that they do well and how they can contribute to the whole, once you put all those pieces together, it makes a world of a difference. So that's how you can go from being 500 different kids to one.
I think Blythewood brings a lot of talent to the table. There's a lot of different people from all over that are awesome in their own ways, and somehow we all intermingle and become a family. Like no matter where you come from, you can become friends with anybody.
I think that people are accepting here. You can come in and you can have purple hair, orange hair. You could be an introvert, extrovert, and I think the relationships that are built and the relationships that are facilitated by the teachers, us, help bring that together. They come in scared to death and they leave. It's one big family, you're right. And that's what I think, acceptance.
I honestly believe it's just the teachers and all the students. I believe that my confidence really boosted once I made more friends and just like communicating with teachers, just making friends with everybody. I like to make people happy, and I feel like realizing what I like to do, it just boosted my confidence and just transformed me to the little loner in 9th grade to where I am now, just happy to talk to anyone, just have conversations, make people smile. So I really think it's just the people.
I think Blythewood is a really special place because we are a family. And it starts, at 9th grade when students come here, they start learning the school. We have Freshman First that gets them kind of started in that, on that path, and from there on they just get connected. And we work really hard to connect every student to something here because we have something for everyone. And I think relationships are a big part of what makes Blythewood so special, and that's what we do from the time they enter the doors as freshmen and leave as seniors. We have worked to build those relationships with student to student, students and teachers and administrators, just everybody. I would say Blythewood is so special because of our relationships.
Yeah, so I was talking to some incoming freshmen last week, and I was like, Blythewood really is a family. That first day, like you were saying, there's so many people here, and I think what's really cool is that, yeah, there is a way that everybody feels connected. And I think really what's really cool is that we just have so many different ways that you can get involved. There's just so many different clubs and all the sports teams and drama and choir and all these different things. So I think what's really special is that everybody can find that one thing or two or three things that like really connects them to the school. And then from there, all of those clubs then come together. And so it's like a one big thing, and then you've got your little mini families off of that. And I think once you find that, then you really found where you belong.
I think one of the biggest things is, I came from a middle school and an elementary school where most everybody looked like me, lived in the same kind of house as me. We're very similar to me. And Blythewood has kind of put me in situations where I'm interacting with people that I otherwise wouldn't have. And I've gotten to learn to appreciate the value that every person here brings to things, and getting to know people's stories and making friends that 4 years ago I never would have imagined that I'd have, and just really getting to appreciate people for who they are and what they bring to the table.
I have not just one, I have about 4 different teachers. Like from my freshman year, Ms. Rowland, she molded me because I came in off a leash, like I just was class clown, etc. And she told me before I got to the 12th grade, I was gonna change. And she helped me, she guided me through my whole 9th grade year. And as I progressed, I noticed Mr. McKnight was one of them too. He was like a father figure in school to me. Like he made sure I was great, everything was great. And when I got to my senior year, it was this year, Mr. V, he definitely, I seen him, but I never knew him. I finally took his class and everything he's a cool dude. That's my guy right there.
All right, so about a year and a half ago, September, my dad died. Okay, passed my dad. He had an illness and whatnot. And I was gone away from school for a little while, and I didn't really tell my students at the time what was happening, okay? But when I got back, I had this, okay? And one of my classes, the students in this class got together and they made me this card. And if you notice, they took a folder and they decorated it and they did all of that. And they all got together and signed it. And they didn't have to do that for me, for Mr. Simpson. But they felt in their heart, man, they wanted to do something nice on my behalf to show that they cared. And this was very special to me. And it's a testament to the types of kids that we have here at this school. They're caring, and they're considerate, and they're kind. And it is now, and I will have y'all know, this is probably the most special item in my classroom. I always hang it somewhere that I can get it. My dad, losing a parent is difficult. Losing anyone, a loved one, is difficult. And this was their way of helping me through it. And I really appreciate that. And if I don't tell y'all, thank you. Thank you for this. This is so special.
I'm pretty sure everybody's probably already said something about this, but Mr. V, of course, definitely tops off any teacher I've ever had. Probably the weirdest teacher I've ever had, but that's what makes him the best, because his weirdness pulls you in and makes you interested in whatever he's doing. And so definitely just singing Mariah Carey and learning some environmental science together while you're creating a bond with this class that's stuck in mud and making videos is just the coolest environment for learning that Mr. V created on his own by just being himself.
Oh man, I know from when I first joined, and I think that was my 7th grade year, Mr. Burbank has helped me a lot to grow out of my shell. I have to give him props. He's been a great teacher, a great leader to me, and I always looked up to him ever since. And one of the first things he said to me is that I had to grow out and perform, because I was always a little bit shy, a little bit timid in performing. But now, as a senior, I love performing on stage. I love showing out. I love just having that vibe, that energy on stage.
This class will always have left a mark on my life. There's a lot about this class that is special to me. I coached some of them in cross country when they were in 7th grade, so I've literally watched them grow up. Some of them I've taught their older sibling, or their 2 older siblings, or even their 3 older siblings. So I've, again, seen them grow up. This class has babysat my children. This class has engaged and poured into my kids at a cross-country meet or a school play. So my family life is very much intersected with this group of individuals. I think the other thing that will ensure that this group of students will always be fresh on my mind is the way that they've invested in the lives of other people. I think that that's the ultimate measure of an individual, is how much you can enrich someone else's life. And whether that's been the big giant events like Project Connect, or if it's been in the smaller, subtle things of reaching out and talking to the child who is isolated or alone at lunchtime. In so many different ways, I've seen the students of this class invest in the lives and well-being of their classmates.
That they actually now can kind of put that a little bit further behind them and think about just maybe moments that were sweet, or good memories, or people that touched them, peers, teachers, staff people, coaches, that made a difference in their life, and that those are small memories they can really just carry with them.
The answer to both of those questions would be my friends. It's the most excited I'm about with leaving high school is I get to spend the whole summer with my best friends that I've made through my 4 years at this school, and the hardest part about leaving the school will be leaving them. And I'm going to try not to cry, because all of them have changed me in so many ways. And throughout my high school, I've been through so many different friend groups. And this one that I've made over the summer before this year, Carly, Kellen, Riley, Jalen, Matthew, Will, all of my best friends I've made throughout this high school experience. That's what I'm not ready to leave. The saddest part is going to be parting with them. I don't know what I'm going to be doing without them. I think that it'll be a restart of freshman year whenever I'm going to college. I'm not going to want to meet new people, but hopefully I will make new friends and all that. But what I'm most happy about is the friendships that I've made throughout my high school experience, and leaving them is going to be the saddest.
Well, for starters, I'm definitely gonna, miss everybody, and not even in a cliche way, but some people that you don't even talk to. Like I said, you've been going to school with them for 4 years. You pass them every day in the hallway on the way to 2nd and 3rd period, and then it's just gonna be super different. And I hope that everybody kind of takes what we've done over the past 4 years and what they've done individually over the past 4 years, and really uses it to make a difference. Don't let the 4 years that you spent here go to waste, because otherwise that would have been a really long and boring 4 years if you don't get anything out of it. So yeah, use what you got here, use what you're gonna get in the future to just make the best of it.
put it like that. I just want to look at them, I want to embrace them. It's just like, you're not my friend, you're my family. I believe that the people that I meet and the people that I invest my time in, it's just, I don't think of you as a friend. I think of you as my brother or as my sister. And going through that, I just want to I want to look at them and say that you've been a very big person in my life. You've been important to me, and if I still talk to you in the future, I'll still tell you the same thing. It's just, I want to look at them and say, you've made an impact in my life, and I want to tell you that I appreciate you. I want to tell everyone that I appreciate them, but that'd be a little bit too long.